to do, Shubhra? Who was supposed to take the class?
Ma'am, we have to do the question answers of 6th chapter.
Okay, and who was supposed to discuss that? Which group?
Ma'am, my group.
Just write in the chat box. I've got an audio problem over here. Okay, your group. Okay, fine. Okay, then you're taking over. You can start with the Omkar and then you can continue. Okay. And whenever you do, maximum of you, please. I'm starting the presentation so that all of your faces are visible. And Arush, today again, you're not wearing the school uniform. Okay, fine. Shubhra, are you starting?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, you start the Omkar. Sairam. Okay, so today these people will be discussing the question answers of the 6th chapter. So over to you, Shubhra, and your group.
Ma'am, I have to present.
No, you on your camera and you can discuss with the children. They will answer. Probably they're ready with the answers. You can take the names and otherwise in the chat box these people will say, "Okay, give us you." Who else is there in your group?
Rishika and Poonam.
Rishika and Poonam will keep a watch. Okay, and they will inform that this child wants to this one, and you can because you can't see the chat box, so they will guide you. Okay, are you there, Poonam and Rishika? Yeah, Rishika is visible. Okay, Rishika, you will guide Shubhra, and she will tell the names of this
Yes,
person,
ma'am.
and they will write in the chat box. I want to do it. May I? May I? Okay, fine. I'm muting my mic now. You take over.
Question 1. Write true or false against each of the following statements.
Laksh.
Yeah. First one, Mr. Purcell sold birds, cat, dogs, and monkey. True. Second, he was very concerned about the well-being of the birds and animals in his shop. False. He was impressed by the customer who bought the two doves. False. He was a successful shop owner through insensitive and cold as a person. True. Am I right?
Question 2. Why is Mr. Purcell compared to an owl?
Adib.
If you don't find the one second, Adib. If you don't find the answer satisfactory, you can call upon another child also. In that way, many children can get chance. Okay, Adib. Yes.
Yes, ma'am. Answer. Mr. Purcell is compared to an owl because of the large glasses which magnifies his eyes like an owl's eyes.
Yes, correct answer. Question 3. From the third paragraph, pick out first words associated with cries of birds, second words associated with noise, words, third words suggestive of confusion and fear.
VII.
Answer. First, whispered, twitter, squeal, and cheeps. Second, stir, rustling, scampered. Third, bewildered, blindly seeking.
Correct answer. Page number 39, question 4. Mr. Purcell heard it no more than he would have heard the monotonous ticking of a familiar clock. Read para beginning with "It was a rough day." First, what does it refer to? And second, why does Mr. Purcell not hear it clearly?
Catherine.
It refers to the sound and noise made by the caged animals. Second, Mr. Purcell does not hear it clearly because he was quite used to it.
Ma'am, her voice was very low.
Yes, the voice wasn't clear. Can you repeat the answer, or we can give the chance to someone else? Shubhra, do you have the PDF of the chapter? Can we share the questions, only questions?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, then you do the presentation. Okay. When you're ready, that time you tell, I'll leave the presentation.
Ma'am, I have it. I have opened it.
Okay, then whose is visible? Ma'am's
Ma'am,
voice
I'm
is
not
not here.
present.
Okay. I have actually started presenting, so I will. Agrima, whose presentation is visible? Mine?
Ma'am, yours.
Okay, then I'll leave that presentation so that she can take over. Okay. Yes, Shubhra, now you can start.
Ma'am, is my screen visible?
Yes, it's clearly visible.
Question 4. Mr. Purcell heard it no more than he would have heard the monotonous ticking of a familiar clock. Read para beginning with "It was a rough day." First, what does it refer to? Second, why does Mr. Purcell not hear it clearly?
Amen.
Amen.
It refers to the noise created by birds and animals such as squeaking and chirping. Second one, why does Mr. Purcell not hear it clearly? Mr. Purcell did not hear it because he was now used to these sounds.
Can you read the answer shown on the screen?
Okay. Here it refers to the first answer. Here it refers to the chirping, squeaking, and mewing of the birds and animals in the shop. Second answer, Mr. Purcell did not hear the noise clearly because he owned the pet shop, and thus these noises seemed usual to him, like the ticking of a clock. He was used to the noise.
Page number 42, question 1. Why, in your opinion, did the man set the doves free? Radhika.
मैम कॉम्प्रिहेंशन चेक 2 रह गया मैम.
Is it so?
Yes, ma'am. Comprehension check 2B, yes, sir, ma'am. Ma'am, 42
Okay.
page.
Okay. We'll see. Yogita, you're always late and you come and say sorry. I hope you're in uniform today. The others also today, very less attendance is there. Any idea? Is there a network problem? I just now saw even Soumya leave. And B section comparatively is having less attendance as compared to A. Because we get the per day data, na? So B section is very less. So B section boys, Harsh, are you there? हर्ष एनी आइडिया क्यों नहीं आ रहे
Yes,
बच्चे
ma'am.
और अदीब बच्चे क्यों नहीं आ रहे
मैम पता
कुछ
नहीं है
आइडिया है
मैम.
आपको
इवन
फ्रेंड से
आई
बात
डोंट
होती
नो मैम.
ओके सोम्या इज कम बैक जेनवेल टुडे यू कैन आल्सो पार्टिसिपेट ना आप रीडिंग में तो हमेशा कहते हो मे आई कोई स्टैंसेस में नहीं कहते आर यू देयर जेनवेल ओके यू कैन गिव परम आल्सो द चांस शुभ्रा ही हैज लेफ्ट ओके जेनवेल जैसे ही बोला भाग गया वेट
Why in
Those
your
children who
opinion?
don't give the answers, then I will start deleting their names. I have this option of deleting your attendance also. सिर्फ अटेंडेंस लगाने के लिए जो बच्चे आते हैं मैं उनको उनका नाम जब फाइनल सेंड करूंगी I'll delete their names then. You have to participate. All of you. बस वही बच्चे हमेशा आंसर्स देते रहते हैं. That's not great. Okay, Shubhra, you can now take over, and Param, if you can give even new children chances. Okay.
Param, can you answer this one?
Can I?
Nitish.
Yes, ma'am. The atmosphere of Mr. Purse he saw an animal and bird and
Nitish, there's some problem at your end. You're not audible, like actually. And yes, Param can take the chance, I think.
Param.
Yes, ma'am. In my opinion, because the man was living in the jail for 10 years, that's why he know that living in the jail we need some freedom. So he thought for the birds, and by buying the bird, he made him free.
Can you read my answer?
Param, please on the camera and read this time.
Yung, can you read the answer on the screen?
The man set the doves free because he himself had been set free. The description that he gave about how he had earned the $5 shows that he had been in prison for 10 years. On release, he had been given the $5 and a cheap suit. He had been told not to get caught again. Knowing the importance of freedom, he identified with the birds in the cage, wanted to fly and to be free. Therefore, he bought the two doves using the money he had and then set them free.
Thank you. Question 2.
Okay, Vyom, I'm requesting whoever is telling the answer will on the camera. That one small thing you have to remember. Okay.
Question 2. Why did it make Mr. Purcell feel vaguely insulted? Arush.
It made Mr. Purcell feel vaguely insulted because he reduced the price of doves only because he could still earn profit, whereas the stranger who only had that money spent it all just to set the two birds free from the cage.
And can you read this answer?
Okay. Mr. Purcell owned the pet shop and considered himself as professional man. Customers bought birds and animals from him to keep as pets in their houses. He thought that the man had desired the dove des- desperately as he had spent all his income on it. That is why he sold the doves to him at a reduced price. Mr. Purser was annoyed with the man because of his behavior. The man did not show any interest when Mr. Purser started telling him about the care and feeding of doves. Instead, he walked out of the shop and freed the two doves he had bought, throwing away the cage on the road. This made Mr. Purcell feel vaguely insulted.
Thank you. Next question. Do you think the atmosphere of Mr. Purcell's shop was cheerful or depressing? Give reasons for your answer. Laksh. Raghav Sharma.
Yes, I think the atmosphere of Mr. Purcell's shop was depressing. It was lifeless. It was lifeless. It was full of the strange sounds made by the birds chirping and moving. Mr. Purcell was used to the sound, but the customers used to wonder how he pairs up with such disturbing noise.
And can you read this one? Can you read the answer on the screen?
Yes, the
Yes,
atmosphere of
Laksh, you
Mr.
are audible.
The atmosphere of Mr. Purcell's shop was cheerful because of the presence of so many chirping and the screaming birds and animals. However, all these birds and animals were in cages, and no one can be happy when inside a cage. Hence, the atmosphere was in a way depressing as well.
Describe the stranger who came to the pet shop. What did he want?
Can I?
Atika. Ayan.
The stranger who came to the shop was wearing a cheap new suit. He was a prisoner earlier. He came to Mr. Purcell's shop and asked for something in a cage. He was not clear about what he exactly wanted, but it should have wings and should be in a cage.
And can you read this one?
The stranger who came to the pet shop was wearing shiny shoes and cheap, ill-fitting but new suit. He had a shuttling glance and clothes chopper hairs. He was grazing around the shop. He wanted something in a cage.
Thank you. Question 3. The man insisted on buying the doves because he was fond of birds. Do you agree? Anumega.
No, he was not fond of birds. He just wanted to let the birds free.
Can you read this one?
No, it does not mean that he insisted on buying doves because he was fond of birds. He did not ask for them straight away. He only said that he wanted something in a cage. Later, he added that he wanted something that flew. This manner in which he conveyed what he wanted does not show that he bought the doves because he was fond of them.
Part 2 of question 3. How had he earned the $5 he had? Shanika.
Tanika, you also on your camera, please. And next, Raghav also has written. Raghav also, people keep your camera ready.
Ma'am, Shanika is not audible.
Yes, Sanika, you're not audible. It's visible that आप बात कर रहे हो, but वो आवाज यहाँ तक पहुँच नहीं रही है. आपका देखो टाइट लगाया आपने अपना ईयरफोन्स चेक करो उसको. अच्छा, you can try the next one, Sanika. I think Raghav can be given a chance.
Can I?
Ayan, हाँ. Sanika, you can leave the meeting and then rejoin.
मैम उसका माइक ऑफ था.
नहीं बेटा, अब ऑफ हुआ, पहले ऑन था जब बोल रही थी.
Ma'am, can I?
I think she's already given a name.
Raghav Sharma.
Raghav Sharma.
And the question.
Raghav, please on your camera. Yes.
How had he earned the $5 he had?
The man is. Ma'am, the man is hardworking. He earned the $5 by in 10 years.
They are asking how.
And I don't write it.
Ayan. Can I? Ayan. Arush.
Shubhra, do I have to read the answer which you have written, or I have to say my own answer?
You have to say your own answer.
Okay. First one, second one. The man had spent 10 years in prison. He had to work hard. He was paid only a $half per year. He left the jail with just $5 and a cheap suit.
And now can you read this one?
Okay. He had earned the $5 in 10 years. He said that he had been given $5 and a cheap suit and had been told not to get caught again, implying that he had earned the money in prison and had recently been freed.
Thank you. Question 4. Was the customer interested in the care and feeding of the doves he had bought? If not, why not?
Can I?
Radhika.
Radhika, please on your camera. अब बोल आंसर. Quick, बेटा.
Adib.
Answer. No, the customer was not interested in the care of feeding on the doves. He had bought because he did not want to actually keep them as pets. He did not even listen to what Mr. Purcell was saying about feeding the doves. He spent his hard earned money on doves just to set them free from their cages.
Yes. And can you read this answer?
Yes. Answer. No, the customer was not interested in the care and feeding of the doves he had bought. This was because he was going to set them free.
Thank you.
Next, can Param get? Is it over, Shubhra?
Let me say two questions are left.
Rishika, over?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, then why are these people telling two more are left?
Ma'am, the exercises, they are telling about the exercises, but the exercise is done.
Okay, okay. And Param, why don't you on your camera? Great. And okay, even Raghav. Fine. So we're done with this chapter now. Next one, who was going to start? Lakshna.
No,
Okay,
ma'am.
then
No, ma'am.
Anumega.
Yes, ma'am.
And your group, na Anumega? No, I
Yes,
think
ma'am.
after girls, one boys group was given the chance. Or
No,
was it
ma'am.
your group?
Need to do. Ma'am, because no girls are given chance in 7th L.
Okay. Fine. Then it's your group. Are
Yes,
you
ma'am.
ready?
I will show it the next class because you told that we have time.
Okay. Anyone has the PDF of the next chapter? We can do reading.
Yes, ma'am, I have.
Okay, you share the screen and then you tell someone to read it and preferably give chance to someone who has not got a chance. Like you can tell Agrima, Rishika, Param also, Raghav Sharma.
Ma'am,
Ma'am,
Okay.
which chapter? Ma'am, which chapter?
She's sharing beta. Anumega has that chapter and she's sharing the 7th one.
Yes, ma'am.
Ma'am, is my screen visible?
Yes, yes, it's clearly visible.
Ma'am, I am make the PPT on third chapter.
हाँ बेटा, what we will do Radhika, जब सारे chapters हो जाएंगे ना, then we will start the revision, then I will give you the chance, and third chapter you can take another two girls of your class. Okay, अकेले नहीं करना है किसी ने भी. And now Anumega will decide. I've given certain names like Param, and like you can say one page for each. Agrima, and who didn't get a chance? Raghav Sharma, Prashant. I've never seen Prashant. Prashant, can you on your camera?
Ma'am, can I also read the chapter?
Nitish, wait. You're not wearing the uniform now. Wear a uniform पहन के आओ. She will decide. She's now the teacher, Anuvega. And this group was actually... Yes, okay, we'll start with Agrima. Fine.
Okay. Once upon a time, there
One
lived
second. One second. Anumega, just zoom in. There's a plus button will be down. उसको आप plus करोगे तो ये zoom हो जाता है थोड़ा. हाँ, yeah. Now it will be clear for. Thank you.
Now I can start, ma'am.
Yes, yes.
Once upon a time, there lived an old man in Umbrella. He was popularly known as Abu Khan. He lived all alone except for a few goats, which he always kept as pets. He gave his goats funny names such as Kabua, Mugia, or Gujri. He would take them out for grazing during the day and talk to them as one talks to one's own children. At night, he would bring them back to his little hut and put a string around the neck of each goat. Poor Abu Khan was a little unlucky in matter of his goats. Very often at night, one of the goats pull at the string till it broke loose, and then would disappear in the hills beyond. Goats in hills region hate being tied to trees or poles. They love their freedom. Abu Khan's goats were the best heel breed. They too loved their freedom. So whenever they got the chance, they would run away only to get killed by an old wolf who lived in the hills. Whenever one of his goats disappeared, Abu Khan was very sad. He did not understand why even the justice grass and grains that he gave them. What?
Anumega, your presentation is not visible. I mean, the PDF is not visible.
Yes, ma'am. Now I want to give some other student the chance.
Okay, okay, fine.
Ma'am, now I wear the dress.
Ma'am, may I? Soumya.
1 second, बेटा आप may I मत बोलो, वो देख रही है. She's...
Ma'am, I want to give Yogita the chance.
Okay, Yogita. Yogita on the camera. And preferably include the B section children also. Like you can give chance to Param and Raghav Sharma.
Ma'am, from where I have to read?
Left.
Whenever one of his goats disappeared, Abu Khan was very sad. He did not understand why even the juiciest grass and grains that he gave them, and all the love that he showered on them would not stop these unfortunate goats from running straight into the jaws of death. Are these goats mad? He wondered. Or was it their love for freedom? But freedom means struggle, hardship, even death. Abu Khan couldn't solve the mystery. One day, when all his goats had left him, Abu Khan said to himself, "No more goats in my house ever again. I I may yet live for more years, but I will live without goats.
the poor old man was terribly lonely. He simply he simply couldn't do without his pets. Very soon he bought a young goat. He thought a young goat will stay with me much longer. She will soon begin to love me and me as well as the food I give her every day. She will never want to go to the hills and he laughed with joy.
Thank you, Yogita.
Ma'am, can I?
You can give even Nitish. You can give Nitish also. Yeah. Or
Yes, ma'am. The new goat was a very pretty. She was white and snow and had two little horns on her little head and a pair of gleaming red eyes. She had a friendly temperament and would listen to Abu Khan tell with a lot of interest and affection. Abu Khan called her Chandni, which means moonlight. He loved Chandni and would narrate to her story of all his friends who were died and gone. Survival year passed. Chandni was still there. Abu Khan believed that Chandni would never leave his compound for the tree and fresh air of the hills behind. Alas, he was mistaken again.
Hey, your turn is over. Now I want to give chance to Zainal Abidin Khan. Ma'am, am I audible?
yes, yes, you're clearly audible. I think he's left the group or what?
No, ma'am, he
Even
is meeting.
No, ma'am.
Zenwell, please on your camera. अब तो नेटवर्क आ गया. हाँ, on कर और read कर एक paragraph and then we'll close off this period. One thing I was seeing Catherine's message also. Yes, Catherine, you can suggest me your topic on my personal WhatsApp. Okay. And Laksh, even I would like you to do, I will give you a chance. Don't worry about that. But please don't repeat the students. Like, don't do it with Arush now because Arush has already done it.
Ma'am, we will write a comparison check answer.
We will do everything better. So children can even take out comprehension paragraphs and come and they can show that, share that. We'll have a practice of that. क्योंकि अब time तो हमारे पास बहुत है and course जल्दी complete हो रहा है क्योंकि I think even in other subjects you people must be rushing. मतलब you must be seeing that it's not that we are rushing. It's going very smoothly, but course is getting completed quite quickly as compared to the regular classes. So what we will do is we'll do as much as grammar. जो हमारा पुराना कोई टॉपिक कोई वीक स्टूडेंट्स बाकियों के लिए अच्छा है, अच्छे बच्चों के लिए प्रैक्टिस हो जाएगी. तो जेनवल भी करेगा. जेनवल, हाँ, कैमरा क्यों नहीं ऑन कर रहा? पहले कैमरा ऑन तो ऑन कर. जब हम तुमसे कुछ पूछते हैं तब तो तुम कैमरा ऑफ कर देते हो जेनवल और बाकी टाइम तुम्हारा ऑन रहता है जब मस्ती मारनी होती है. हैं? और नेटवर्क इशू करके लिख दो. ये तो गलत बात है. If you want me personally to talk to your parents, then you tell. And again, you see the attendance is very less in this class. I'm warning those students जो भी यहाँ उनके दोस्त हैं, please उनको फोन करके आज बोल दीजिए कि इंग्लिश क्लास में you have to be regular. डांट हमें पिटती है अगर आप लोग नहीं आते तो. And Zenwell, you will inform me personally on my WhatsApp. You read the paragraph first.
In the sunlight, how beautiful it please go through that slowly to run across green fields. See rain.
जैनुल आप ऐसे करो, पहले ठीक करा लो माइक, आप माइक ठीक करा लो। अब पता नहीं असली में खराब है कि जो भी है, so please get it repaired. So I expect that whenever your next class is, it is on Tuesday, so you have to काफी दिन है Tuesday के लिए, almost a week, Zenuel, and आप ठीक करा लोगे तब तक, क्योंकि एक दो दिन की बात तो है नहीं बेटा, रोज का ही है, तो we have to get it repaired. Okay, and it's time also. So next week, Anumega and your group, isn't it? They will be presenting on Tuesday, and we'll see then. Others also, please, आप personally मुझे message करके बता सकते हो कि you would like to do on this, and go for some grammar topics, some writing topics. Many things are there in English. That's what I'm saying. जो पुराना हम कर सकते हैं, जैसे जो कई लोगों के topics में किसी को doubt है, then we can even go for an active, passive, indirect, direct. Okay, so but you have to be very sure that you will be able to teach that, not just showing video. Okay, obviously I will be doing exercises from the Tata Edge because I have got a access to that. Okay, so bye for now, and again, very, very well conducted, Shubhra's group. Thank you very much. I think it was even better than me.
Ma'am, I got the comparison check answer first.
किस चीज का कंपेरिजन? बेटा अभी नहीं, अभी टाइम हो गया ना, मुझे दूसरी क्लास भी लेनी है 8th स्टैंडर्ड की, ठीक है?
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, in the next class, my turn.
Okay, there is someone's name. You have the attendance, Shubhra. How many students is it showing?
Ma'am, total it is showing 46, but there is someone, Gaurav Sahu, in that.
Okay, हो सकता है वो किसी और डिवाइस से गए हो। शुभ्रा, do one thing, send me, please mail me that attendance, because मैंने जो डाउनलोड किया उसमें सिर्फ 40 स्टूडेंट्स आए हैं, and I've got some problem also in my laptop. Okay, so please mail me that attendance of yours.
Ma'am, bye, ma'am.
Okay, bye, Sairam, everyone.
Thank you, ma'am.
Sarah, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
Saira, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
Saira, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am. Sarah.
Sarah, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am. Bye, ma'am.
Saira, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
एक्चुअली अलग अलग टाइमिंग पे अलग अलग अटेंडेंस दिखाता है।